music, stories, and more. You're listening to Heartbeat Radio, a program by Able Arts Work.
Welcome to our special episode from EPI the Best. Greco, I'm in the RP radio show next week for the RP because I like going to the movies on the first Friday because I love this EPI program the very best from Indiana and from Lillian from Dishon.
I'm Andrea.
Want to interview Carlos and Dishon for the mayor because we really like him beautiful independently. Thank you very much.
Mural description.
What do you like about the mural, PJ?
I ain't got no opinion in the matter like that. I did it feel OOM. I was it's tall. It's tall free and MUSEUM.
I like all the fish. It's so beautiful. The mayor's so colorful and I really like it. I really like it, so beautiful.
Thank you.
The mural looks like an underwater capture of ocean life with a scuba diver.
À la top, there, à la, Jennifer.
It looks like the coral reef There are many kinds of fish and ocean life.
Interview with Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. No. EPI.
So Carlos, Michael asked, was it hard to choose what to fill the wall in with?
Yes. All the things, thinking, and the version for the wall, for the paint, markers, and long time it take it for the meal finish. How long did it take a meal? 6 months to finish a meal. 6 months to finish a meal.
All right, Carlos. Maria asked, is this the biggest mural you've painted?
Oh yes, Vegas meal and 15. This is a 41, 15 is your job. Vegas meal. What, walking? Me, is your job. Walking, forth. Just to walking. Michael and Daniel, yes. Daniel Jacob, Marisa, Vicky, Veta, and Joy, and Morgan, but other people walking in the middle. Here, oh, that too is a gun. Ay, Nico. ¿Sabes lo que no?
John Labor, our instructor at EPI. You said how hard was it to fill up the mural? I don't think it was too hard to know what to fill it up with, because with this project, it was client based and with my peers based, so I let the service users, the instructors, and ESPs choose whatever they wanted to fill our core reef with. I think just getting everybody in was just because this is the most amount of people I think we've had collaborate together. So just getting everybody in. Did we face any challenges with the mural? I would say logistic-wise, Mike, one challenge we faced towards the end of the mural, I had to take care of some stuff with myself, and I had to go on leave for a little bit. So I know that disrupted finishing by the end of the semester. But when I came back, picked up and was right back to it. I think we had a good amount of support from everybody to make it happen. So outside of that, I think it was good. Carlos,
Oh, yes, Charlie is a thing, and the Marcos, Charlie is a price, a hawk, walk, testing, the big one meal. Do you use a ladder to paint it, or do you use a mouse to paint it?
Did we use a ladder to paint this? The only person we let stand on something to paint was Marissa. Marissa wanted to add her scuba diver, and the open space was that, and Marissa did stand on something to paint, but to make it accessible for the rest of our peers, we use like an extension pole so that they can get like those jellyfish. I can't send the service users up there. So that made it easy for everybody.
So how was it when you painted with a certain pole?
For me, I thought it was fun and a good way to let your peers do something at a different height, or they didn't think they could, because some people were like, how are we going to do that? So like it was fun to see like Greco and Carlos' reaction and everybody when they start doing like jellyfish up top, like, oh, we got it up there. The whale shark up there. Just it was cool to get all that stuff there with everybody from a comfortable position, from their chair or from the height they stand at, whatever. It was cool just to make it accessible for everybody to add to it. Carlos, how was it for you? I think you used it more than me.
Yeah, more the things.
You was able to do more things.
More things al lado, and more the tractor too, and more painting and the Marcos paint. What was this?
That's a good question, PJ. That was 2023 to 2024.
2024, yes.
Yeah, like March 2024. So yeah, from that last semester of 2023 to 2024, they worked on.
Yes. Will you do some more if you have time to do it?
Will I do more murals?
Yes.
Definitely. With EPI, and I'm trying to do murals to my last day. But I think that's just. I think that's how I came in. You know, hanging with Carlos, volunteering, doing murals. I think that's for sure something that I feel gives everybody a chance to help. So definitely want to do more murals with EPI and some more other programs and stuff.
How long can you go here?
How long have I worked here, PJ? Last December made 5 years work. So I'm going on 6 years this December. 6 years. Yes, in a minute, Carlos.
How do you cut it out?
So with this, man, like how I told you, I let everybody fill their own space. A combination of, so like you got that shark over there. Roberto sketched it out. Roberto sketched out the shark on the paper, and then we had him put it. We scanned it and then we put it on a projector for him. And then we had some stuff to where like people just freehanded and like Greco and some other peers were just freehanding fish to where they just went straight to it with the pencil and put it on there. And then you also had some people, collaborate and transfer images. So a combination of some people, just waited till they got to the reef to figure out what they want to put.
So, like, when you do a big fish, if you had to do it,
would I do a big fish like that if I had to? Like freehand? So, like, with that, I think the biggest creature is the whale shark. Prime example with that, we knew we wanted to paint a whale shark we looked at that when we was virtual, so long before we started the mural. And when we was deciding, and what we did was like take turns outlining it. We had somebody chalk it out, and somebody came back through and did the first layer of paint, the details, and that one was the process like that. So for like the bigger one, it may take a little more work just because it's bigger, but same process. Just figure out how they want to transfer it.
when you do some more, like, the big ones, yeah. When you use a big shooting like,
For the bigger stuff, we did have to use sometimes different bigger supplies. So like for the whale shark, for sure we couldn't do that one with paint markers. So we had to use like the acrylic paint, so we didn't spend like $100 on one animal. And then also like, it's higher up. So Daniel and Roberto and a few other peers worked on the whale shark, and they took times with the extension pole. And they would reach up there. That way they can, take time.
Yeah.
Get it to come out how they want.
like with about this one, scuba diver.
The scuba diver. So with that one, Marissa did that, and she hopped up here on the chair or the ladder and sketched it out. And the same thing, like Marissa did a combination of because she saw the scuba diver is bigger than some of the fish. She used acrylic paint to fill it in, but then she used paint markers to get those nice clean outlines. And hers came out real nice too. That's our only diver in the project. I thought that was cool and funny too.
So, like, when you do some more, like, with this wall, like when you do, like, on paper fork, then paint it.
So in that one is a different mural. That's Mi Gusta Food, and I helped them with that one with a different process. They drew out the stuff first. Like everybody drew out their favorite food on paper.
Yeah.
We outlined it in Sharpie, and then the process we put through everything on the projector and let everybody transfer their food. That way, it was like we could make out the food the same way they saw it on the paper. And that one, was a fun project as well.
How long did it take you to finish this one?
Man, PJ, I think that took some months, and I think that was my first mural as an employee. Actually, like I came in, they was working with a guest artist, and something happened. I remember James was just like, this is the the project we doing. We talked about the ideas, and then we kind of went from there. But for sure, that was like my first semester. I want to say just like a couple of months just to kind of get a feel. How can I say, PJ? Like, it's different when I just paint a mural by myself. But when I paint with you guys, I want to make sure it's fun and it's something everybody can help with. So I think I had to get in my groove of just getting used to working with it.
I just you to and then
Well, Jesus, I actually didn't choose the ocean thing. Your peers did. At the time we was doing virtual, we had everybody on there. A common thing for our digital art was like nature. So we kept doing projects with different environments. And the idea of doing a mural when we got back to program came up. So what we did, we had all all our service users and everybody at home vote which like environment. So we had rainforests.
wow.
We checked out mangroves. Yep. The ocean was a very popular one. Obviously, that's the one that won. The desert, different places. But that's what ended up winning the vote was the ocean, and that's how we did that one.
Wow. Did you just say just titles?
Yes. Some of your peers did, some didn't. So like, example, that great white shark. Roberto was looking at a picture of a shark, and then he sketched the shark, and then we projected the shark. Some people just freehand it. Your peers and some of staff. So like Troy knew he wanted to draw a walrus, and then he just did it. And then some people just no picture, just from their imagination. Like I remember Jermaine and Greco, different people went straight to the wall with just paint or whatever materials they wanted to use, and went from there. Cool. Yeah.
I'm Rudy.
All right, Rudy. Nice to meet you.
How did you choose the color palette you did?
We chose the color palette based off some of the references we looked at when we looked at pictures from we did the Great EPI Reef, but the Great Barrier Reef. So we looked at photos of the Great Barrier Reef, looked at photos of some of the animals people wanted to draw, and then some people chose their colors as we were going. So I let it be up to service users and staff how they wanted to, add the colors.
Yes, Michael, what is my second whale is that I like seeing the dolphin. Está bien bonito. Es que me gusta un whale, está bien bonito. Y me gusta un whale de mi paint de mural condition. Está bien bonito. What is your favorite animal in the mural, Michael? Haley? Whale, he said whale. Thank you for watching, everybody. Give yourself a big applause. Bravo.
I hope you enjoyed this installment of Heartbeat Radio. For more information, please go to our website, ableartwork.org. Thank you for listening and tune next time.